Happy New Year's Eve, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we're diving into something perfect for the occasion, New Year's Evil. But first, let me just say this. If you haven't seen New Year's Evil yet, what are you even doing with your life? Seriously, pause this video, go watch it, and then come back. You'll thank me later. Trust me. This movie is an absolute blast from start to finish, and I can't wait to break it all down for you. Alright, let's set the scene. New Year's Evil is a classic early 80s slasher. Now, don't expect a huge body count or buckets of gore. This isn't Friday the 13th on steroids, but what it does bring to the table is a killer concept, a ton of style, and just the right amount of camp to keep you hooked. Here's the genius premise. A psychotic killer vows to murder someone at the stroke of midnight in every single time zone, all while messing with a punk rock DJ named Blaze, who's hosting a live New Year's Eve show. If that doesn't scream must watch, I don't know what does. Right off the bat, the setting for this movie is perfect. The neon-soaked New Year's Eve countdown show gives us a quintessential 80s vibe, complete with punk rock bands and outrageous outfits. The music isn't just background noise, it plays a major role in establishing the tone. The soundtrack is packed with rebellious energy, which contrasts perfectly with the slow, creeping menace of the killer. This movie feels like a time capsule of the early 80s, and I'm here for it. Now let's talk about the killer, because this guy is something else. He's not your typical masked, silent stalker. He's charming, manipulative, and terrifyingly composed. His calm, collected phone calls to Blaze are dripping with menace, and they really get under your skin. The fact that he methodically plans out these murders based on the time zones is such a clever touch. It adds a ticking clock element to the movie that keeps the tension high. Speaking of Blaze, she's the heart of this movie. As a punk rock DJ hosting a chaotic live show, she's got this edgy confidence that feels authentic to the era. But as the night unfolds and the killer's game becomes personal, we get to see her vulnerability too. She's a unique final girl, and her dynamic with the killer makes for some of the film's best moments. Alright, let's get to the good stuff, the kills. While New Year's Evil doesn't have the highest body count, the kills we do get are stylish, shocking, and tied perfectly to the plot. From a garrote wire to brutal stabbings, each murder feels deliberate and meaningful. And the suspense? It's off the charts. The countdown to each new time zone creates this constant sense of dread. You know another murder is coming, but you're never quite sure how it's going to play out. What really sets New Year's Evil apart from other slashers is its originality. This isn't just another guy with a knife chasing teenagers through the woods. It's a tightly paced thriller with a killer who actually has personality, a unique gimmick, and a story that keeps you hooked. And can we talk about the ending? No spoilers here, but it's definitely one of those finales that'll stick with you. So, is New Year's Evil worth your time? Absolutely. This is one of those hidden gems that every slasher fan needs to check out. It's got a killer, pun intended, concept, an amazing 80s aesthetic, and enough suspense to keep you on the edge of your seat. Whether you're here for the inventive kills, the campy charm, or the nostalgia, this movie delivers on every front. I'm giving New Year's Evil a solid 4.5 out of 5. It's not perfect, some parts drag a little, and a couple of characters feel underdeveloped. But honestly, those are small complaints in the grand scheme of things. So, have you seen New Year's Evil? What did you think? Let me know in the comments. And if you haven't watched it yet, seriously, go fix that ASAP. Before you go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss my next slasher review. Thanks for hanging out with me, and remember, stay spooky and have a killer new year.